Hello, Aries, and welcome to your weekly general and love tarot forecasts. I will do two separate readings in this video. The first one will be to look at your general energies, and the second one will be to look at your love energies for the week. And this is for the week of July 30th through August 5th, 2018. I have listed timestamps for each reading in the description box below in case you are not interested in both or if you are a cross-watcher. I have also listed all the decks I'm using in both readings. So Aries, let's take a look and see what is on the menu for you guys this week. In the midst of all this retrograde and eclipse energy taking place, ooh, we have remembrance, and you know, Aries, I am not surprised to see this just because of what I said, especially since Mercury has gone retrograde, okay? So we are really thinking about the past this week. You know, it could be a person, it could be a situation, you know, it could be a number of different things, but we are really thinking about the past, and you know, the degree in which this is affecting each and every one of you is going to be different. Also with this, something from the past could very well return this week, and we're in general energies, general reading mode, so you know, situations could represent themselves with the same characters, or maybe it's different characters this time, but you're like, man, there's something so familiar about this whole setup. Like, I've been in this situation before, just with other people, different circumstances. And if you find yourself in that position this week, definitely, you know, assess your experience from last time, the choices you made, how that worked out for you, and adjust accordingly if you need to, okay? But for Aries, this is definitely, you know, the past is with you in the present this week, somehow, some way, whether in your mind or playing out in your physical reality. And, you know, some of you I have seen in the readings where the romance really bleeds through into the general, because that's like the main thing going on in your world for the week. So some of you, that could be the case with this card, something from the past in a romantic sense. So let's pull some tarot, Aries, and get more information about this. What's going on with this past energy? Why is it showing up this week? We can probably thank Mercury retrograde for that. Okay, I feel like deal right there. And look at that, we have the full moon. Just had the full moon. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles. Wow, Aries. Okay, so there's a lot of Cups energy here. 4 of your 6 cards are Cups energy, so this is a lot of emotion. And with the page in this position, we're really keeping these things to ourselves, or the person in question attached to this energy is like they've really kept their emotions to themselves or disconnected themselves from you somehow, some way. But just because we have 2 water court cards, some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, okay, especially with this 9 of Cups and this 5 of Cups, Pisces and Scorpio. Does not have to be those signs, but either you guys are really wishing to reconnect with somebody. It could be a friend, all right? It doesn't have to be a lover. Some of you, that's exactly what this is about. But for others of you, this is a friendship, maybe a family member, a business connection, a person that you used to do creative projects with. You know, it's different for each and every one of you, as this is a general tarot reading. However, it's as though there was some sort of falling out. Somebody was flaky. Somebody wasn't genuine. as the other person, okay? Whether that's the person involved that you're thinking about or that's you specifically, Aries. Somebody was kind of flaky, not all the way in, wishy-washy. Well, with this Ace of Wands and this Ace of Pentacles, it very well could be that, missed opportunities of the past are representing themselves to you this week in every genre of life, job, old idea, creative idea, old relationships. For some of you, this is like a dream of your own where you had some creative idea in the past, but you either kind of just thought about it, never did anything with it, or you started on it, but you met obstacles, so you put it on the shelf, whatever the case is for you, you didn't go from A to Z in the past with it. And now this week, if it's really on your mind or there's like some sort of opportunity being presented to you, it's a good time to try again. And I see success with it with 2 aces here, okay? Try again if that's showing up for you this week. For others of you, there could be an opportunity of some kind that comes your way this week that you really desire a great deal. I mean, this is a beautiful pairing of cards, the Nine of Cups with this Ace of Pentacles, but this is like more than just you being involved. This is you and another person, or you and several people. So I know this is like about some sort of like idea, maybe job, maybe you're interviewing with a few different people for a job. This is something from the past that didn't pan out, and now here's the second go round at it, and you have a real opportunity. But for the most part, Aries, whatever this past energy is, this week is offering you a different glimpse of things, or like a second chance at things, to where you're able to start moving on from any sort of heartache or sadness that you may carry with you today, with whatever this represents for you personally, okay? It's like we're finally going to start moving beyond those energies. And some of you, it's like you've really been hoping, wishing, and praying on something from the past to return, all right? But this week, I feel like there's some new opportunities that you never even anticipated that show up, and you're like, wow, okay, yeah, I'd rather have this. And that's what's helping you move away from, the sadness, heartache, pain of the past. So Aries, honestly, with this reading, it's like we're moving on from the past this week, but for each and every one of you, it's like for different reasons. Some of you, it's because there's new opportunity. Others of you, it's because you're coming into a new perspective about things internally, so you're able to let go and move on. Others of you, this is like people or circumstances of the past representing themselves this week, and that whatever takes place there is allowing you to let go and move on or start in a new beginning. So ultimately, Aries, it's very positive. Okay, there's some sort of liberation, but it's attached to the past. So let's get some outcome advice cards here for this week. Alright, so we got card 18. This is you are right on your perfect path. Do not question yourself. And then we have card 26. So these two cards coming out, pairing together, Aries, this is saying what you're feeling inside, what you're being drawn towards, the guidance, just where it's like, no, I've got to do this, or I've got to give this a second chance, or I've got to go down this path. Really trust yourself, because you are on the right path. You are moving forward. If things have seemed crazy and you're like, I don't understand why all this, different things played out the way they did, trust that you are on the right path. Do not let anything pull you from your true authenticity this week, okay? If there is somebody from the past returning that you had really hoped for a second beginning, however, there's something about it that doesn't feel right, you trust yourself over what they're telling you. This is like, you are on the right path, Aries, and trust yourself. Don't let anybody sway you, okay? So, Aries, those are your general messages for the week. I am wishing you a very beautiful and blessed week. Take care. Okay, Aries, let's see what's going on in the love arena after that general. But definitely looked like there was return of the past going on. Okay, so Aries. Shiny Aries. All right, you deserve love. And Aries, I feel like this card has come out for every reading so far, and you guys are like my fifth one. It hasn't been the overall as it is for you guys, but it's definitely showing itself. So with all this energy, the retrogrades, the eclipse, it's a deep evaluation for everybody of their self-worth, you know, what they deserve, but more than that, also what they bring to the table or to a relationship. And with this card coming out, Aries, it's saying, you are worthy of love. You are lovable. You know, if your self-esteem is shattered because you were in a bad relationship where you were not respected, honored, and loved, this is the universe saying, Aries, you are beautiful and you are lovable. You need to change those thoughts. Some of you, this is about where, you know, there's some things you've done in your past that you're maybe not so proud of. And this is the universe again saying, Aries, listen, everybody makes mistakes. That's how we learn and grow, okay? Every person, unless you are like a nun or a monk that doesn't really participate in, you know, romantic matters personally, every single person has hurt and harmed another person in the name of love, whether intentionally or unintentionally. And honestly, on both sides of that, okay? It's just, we all grow. Like, who I was as a teenager is not who I was at 20 as far as dating goes. And who I was at 20 was not who I was at 30, okay? And now that I've reached 40, I'm a whole lot different about who I would date and my motivation for dating. So, listen, if there's things of your past that you harbor inside that you feel guilty about, or, you know, no matter what it is, it's like time to release yourself of that. Allow your consciousness to expand and allow yourself to grow into, you know, the latest version of you that exists right now today, which is where you have learned from all of your dating and romantic experiences. So whether you are completely single, you're just dating around, or you are in a serious relationship, this is the universe bringing a big wake-up call saying, Aries, you are beautiful, you are lovable, and it's time that you recognize that and you love yourself, you know, not just from the ego, but love yourself all the way down into your core for who and what you are, just the way you are without changing a single thing. You know, because every single person, I don't care how expanded they are, everybody can still grow, all right? It never ends. It never ends. So don't beat yourself up if you have been, because we all make mistakes, and as we learn and grow from them, we won't repeat them, okay? So if you feel like, oh my God, I was so stupid for this person, again, you gained a wealth of experience through that relationship, and it now goes with you into the future where you're not attracting that same relationship as long as you have totally learned and expanded from the past, okay? You won't encounter that again. So, Aries, you are lovable, you deserve love. If there's been any question in your mind for whatever reason, here's the universe saying, no, you are worthy of great love. Do not settle for less, okay? And you know what? The message with that is very different from the other readings. So I feel there's a great significance in that for Aries. All right, so we're going to pull a couple whispers of love to gain more insight about this. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. So, Aries, with this, I get the sense that maybe the way somebody's treating you is making you question things, and yes, you should, because actions speak louder than words, okay? Energy does not lie. If somebody's like, oh, baby, I love you, but then they're never there, actions speak louder than words, okay? And here's something else. Somebody who has a repetitive behavioral pattern, that's a part of their character and who they are, their personality. Because a mistake happens once, accidents happen, I was stupid, that sort of thing should only happen one time. That's when excuses are okay. That's when explanations are able to be heard. But when it's repetitive behavior over a course of time, you've got to recognize that's not a mistake. That's who they are. And, whatever that's about is affecting you. Now, on the other side of this, Aries, for some of you, perhaps you need to consider what your actions are saying opposed to what your words are saying in regards to romance when you are dating other people or if you're in a relationship. Also, if you're super single, this is what's going on with your vibration. Do you, believe you deserve love? Do you work on your energy and your vibration and your thoughts about that matter to help pull that into your life? So it's all about the actions this week. And look at this. Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all of the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Yes, Aries. I really feel that many of you are questioning your worth and your value in regards to romance this week for some reason. And the universe just wants you to know, you are lovable. And as I'm saying that, we have High Priestess, Chariot, Page of Pentacles. So listen, for some of you, you are coming into truth this week about some romantic situation, whether of the past that didn't work out or whether something's going on right now. This is general, so it's different for each of you. You're seeing the truth, Aries. You're not confused. The High Priestess in this position, you're seeing the truth. And, it's time to free yourself from, the lie. If you've been allowing somebody, I shouldn't say allowing, if you've been looking at their lie over the truth, because when you're really emotionally involved, it's really hard when you know the truth, that the writing's on the wall, but they're lying to your face and you're like, I'd rather believe this in this moment, but it's like you're coming to that realization where you are seeing things for exactly what they are. Could be with a Cancer, could be with an Earth sign here, but I feel it's like you're seeing the truth about somebody who abandoned you, or who abandoned maybe you, and those of you that have a child, some of you maybe were left behind to raise a child on your own, and you've really struggled with that, and now, this week, the energy at hand, you're just coming into this, deep realization about why all of that played out, and you're seeing things for what they truly are, and then you're also realizing all the other times that you had relationships and somebody did love you, even if you didn't feel it back for them, somebody did love you, and thought the world of you. So Aries, let's pull some tarot cards to go along with this. It just looks like you guys are really establishing your value and worth and relationship. Yeah, because look here, Queen of Wands, that's your energy, and in this position, she is introspecting. Here's the Sphinx, the great enigma. So it's like things are complicated, but this week they're finally starting to make sense. Here we have the Devil card. Could be a Capricorn some of you are dealing with. And now we have this Page of Swords. That's air energy. We have the Four of Swords. And finally, we wrap it up with the Ten of Cups. So Aries, what I see here, you guys are in deep contemplation mode this week. Whether you are single, coupled, or just dating, there's some love of the past or maybe of the present, and it's just really wearing you down, either to continue to hang on to hope or to continue to entertain the relationship on any level, or if you are in a solid committed relationship, like it's really wearing you down and there's some sort of change. I just feel with this, like, Aries, wherever you're not being loved and appreciated, even if they're telling you you're crazy and you're wrong, you're not. Like, you see things for what they are. And you need to trust and believe in yourself, because I see, like, situation and energies being very tense, all right? And it's like you've got to be very defensive of yourself, or whoever you are dealing with is very defensive and kind of maybe like emotionally immature in the way that they deal with you. But it's just like we're not seeing eye to eye this week in regards to love and romance, and I think that's why You Are Lovable is out. And I just went on about that because I think Aries is just kind of like, what's up? Like, I don't understand all this. Like, why are you coming at me? Why are we beefing? Why are we fighting? Like, what is going on? Yeah, look, Shadow Queen just tried to jump out as I said that. Acquiring knowledge and security manipulation. Aries, I feel like somebody's been telling some of you, no, Aries, you're crazy, you're insecure, it's not my job to make you secure. And you're like, whoa, that's not what I'm coming at you for. It's like you're presenting facts and evidence, and it's like not totally solid, but they turn it around, manipulate it to where now they're putting it back on you and making you feel like something's wrong with you, like you're crazy, you don't know what you're talking about. And no, Aries, you're not crazy. You know exactly what you're talking about, and you're seeing things for what they are. And I think, focus on in times when, things were good and when you were loved, and compare that to what you're going through right now, and let that be your yardstick, okay? And be like, okay, yeah, wait, no. The energy between us, something has gone very awry. We are just not seeing eye to eye this week. You're really making me feel bad. Some of you, this has been ongoing. For others of you, this is just what's going on this week. Nonetheless, Aries, you matter. You are important. Do not think otherwise, no matter what's being said to you, okay? Here's the outcome advice. The wise woman of Wonderland. Integrity, compromise. So yeah, Aries, you're not wrong. You're seeing things for what they are. And anybody trying to tell you different, it's because they don't want to own up to their own truth. They don't, they're being emotionally immature with you. So, with this, I would say it's better to pull back and not argue or try to state your case this week. I don't feel like the energy's right, especially with Mercury retrograde. It's like the communication can just go haywire. It's better to just kind of step back this week and observe and focus on the people in your life that do love you, and the times in your life where romance was a beautiful thing, okay? And help shift you out of that energy, because even though things look really intense, I don't feel like by week's end it's still heavy. It's things have evened out and we're seeing eye to eye. We have compromise here. So Aries, just kind of pull back, let things simmer down, and I think whoever else is involved in this with you is going to come to you and express themselves when the time is right. Like, the moment will present itself and you will be able to communicate and talk, and to what end for each of you is different. It just looks like we come to a compromise that we both agree with, okay? So Aries, those are your messages for this week. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.